Now we come to the last part, the valedictory function. We have our special guest, Dr. J. Krishnan, Professor and Head of the Department of Sanskrit, Central University, Pondicherry. And this function, valedictory function, is under Shri P. VENKATESA DIKSHITAR, R.V. EASWARAN and SHANKAR VIDYA Endowments. I request the Secretary of the Sanskrit Academy and the Director of the KSRI, Dr. K.S. Balasubramanian sir, to give the welcome address.
Good evening to all of you. It is indeed a privilege to welcome Dr. J. Krishnan, Professor of Sanskrit from Central University, Pondicherry. We are all sitting together. Dr. Srinivasan is our professor, myself Basu. Our next batch, Dr. Ramchandran is there, and then his junior, Dr. Krishnan is here. So we are all from the same department of Sanskrit, Vivekananda College. And Dr. Krishnan is no stranger to us. He has been the external examiner for many of our PhD dissertations. And Dr. Krishnan has come here on many occasions, an ardent devotee, I should call, not merely a student, of Professor Vaidyanathan. He has done a lot of work in the field of Sanskrit and Shastras, especially Advaita. And we had invited him to give some lectures here. But this is the first time that he will be giving a valedictory address in our institute as well as in the Sanskrit Academy. On behalf of both these institutions, I welcome you, sir. In fact, he has invited us on many occasions. We had gone there on many occasions. And I thank all the paper presenters, and I welcome all of you here to listen to Dr. Krishnan. Over to Dr. Yamuna, please.
May I now request Ms. Lavanya Ishwar, Assistant Professor at the Kupswami Shastri Research Institute, to give a note on the endowment makers, endowments, and our introduce our chief guest.
Good evening to one and all present here. We have this valedictory session under three endowments. One is Shankar Vidya Endowment, instituted by Shri Shankar and Srimati Vidya Shankar. The other is Shri R.V. EASWARAN Endowment, which has been instituted by his wife, Mrs. Krishna EASWARAN, in his memory. And we have Shri P. VENKATESA DIKSHITAR Endowment, which has been instituted by Shri Sivaramakrishna DIKSHITAR, former principal of Madras Sanskrit College, in memory of his father. It's now my honor to introduce the chief guest of this session to you. Dr. J. Krishnan is the professor and head of the Department of Sanskrit, Pondicherry Central University, with 32 years of teaching experience. He holds an MA, MPhil and PhD in Sanskrit from the University of Madras. His field of specialization is Advaita Vedanta and Nyaya. Under his able guidance, 16 candidates have been awarded PhD degrees and 22 have been awarded MPhil. Currently, 6 candidates are pursuing PhD under his supervision. Dr. J. Krishnan was previously a former member of the Academic Council of the Pondicherry University. At present, he is member of Board of Studies at the Pondicherry University, Manonmaniyam Sundaranari University, Bharatdasan University, and National College and Bishop Heber College, Trichy. He is the chairman, Board of Studies in Other Languages, undergraduate level, Thiruvallur University, Vellore. He is also an honorary trustee at Sri Jnanananda Trust and Swami Vivekananda Rural Community College, Viluppuram District, and Sri Chandrasekharendra Saraswati Veda Pathashala, Pondicherry. We are honored to welcome you, sir, for this valedictory section.
May I now request the President of the Sanskrit Academy, Dr. K.S. Srinivasan sir, to honor our chief guest. I request our chief guest to deliver the valedictory address.
Shruti Smruti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavatpada Shankaram Loka Shankaram Pranavami Dakshinamurti Vyasa Shankara Rupinam Jyotirmayam Gurum Chandrasekharendra Saraswati. नमस्सदसे नमस्सदसस्पतये मम दीक्षा गुरुभ्यः तेदियूर् कृष्णमूर्तिशास्त्रिवर्येभ्यः आबाल्यात् पुत्रवात्सल्येन मां पोषितेभ्यः तंजावूर् स्वामिनाथ आत्रेयवर्येभ्यः विद्याभ्यासादि संस्कारविशेषान् सर्वान् दत्तवद्भ्यः छात्रानुरागिणः न्यायवेदान्तादिशास्त्रेषु कृतभूरिपरिश्रमाः राष्ट्रपति सम्मानिता आचार्याः काञ्ची परमाचार्य अनुग्रह पात्रभूताः सर्वत्र वात्सल्यपुरस्परं माम् अनुगृहीतवद्भ्यः मम गुरवः प्राध्यापकाः वीलिनाथन् महोदयेभ्यः सर्वेभ्यः मम हार्दिकीं कृतज्ञतां साञ्जलिबद्धं नमोवाकं च समर्प्य आत्मानं कृतार्थयितुम् इच्छामि। प्रथमतः विशिष्टातिथिरूपेण माम् आहूतवद्भ्यः KSRA संस्थाभ्यः सर्वेभ्यः अस्मिन् सन्दर्भे प्रियम् अन्यदुचितं कर्तुम् अशक्नुवानः मम कृतज्ञतां समर्प्य आङ्ग्लभाषायां परिवर्तनं करोमि। With reverential salutations at the lotus feet of my elders, my teachers, my seniors. At the very outset, I offer my sincere thanks to the authorities of the KSRI for having invited me for this seminar. And Sanskrit Academy. Both are one and the same. I feel honored by your invitation, sir. On hearing the encomiums paid by you, had I been a girl, I would have blushed. My teacher, my seniors, and those who are all present here, I seek your blessings. At present, my mind is overpowered with two dominant feelings. They are gratitude and humility. I am extremely thankful to the authorities of the KSRI for having arranged this valedictory function in a very pleasing and grand manner. My association to KSRI dates back to more than 40 years. I am associated with KCS sir, BM sir, SS Janaki ma'am, and I acted in the Sanskrit drama directed by SS Janaki madam as Chalaprota. Even now people remember that, recollect that. So it is like my homecoming. When my good friend Dr. Balasubramaniam telephoned me and asked me that I should preside over the function, preside over the valedictory function, I agreed instantly. But I was surprised when I received the invitation that I have to deliver the valedictory address, because I am neither an expert in Vedangas nor UPAVEDAS. Anyhow, I will try my best to summarize what you people have done, because from yesterday onwards I am here. The Vedas serve as the foundation of all Indian knowledge systems, yet the breadth of their wisdom requires interpretation and application, which the UPAVEDAS and Vedangas provide. The Rigveda declares, Richo Akshare Parame Vyoman Yasmin Deva Adi Vishve Nisheduhu Yastamna Veda Kimrucha Karishyati Yait Tadviduhu Taime Samasate. The eternal truth resides in the supreme space. The one who does not know it, what will the rigs do for him? But those who know it, they are united with it. This verse highlights the importance of the knowledge systems that enable us to comprehend and actualize the eternal truth. The UPAVEDAS represent the application of Vedic wisdom in various practical fields, offering humanity a comprehensive guide to life. First, Ayurveda, rooted in the Atharva Veda, is an elaborate science of health, wellness and longevity. Among its most prominent texts are Charaka Samhita, composed by Charaka. It is a foundational treatise on internal medicine, Kaya Chikitsa, emphasizing diagnosis and treatment. Dharmartha Kama Mokshanam Aragyam Moolam Uttamam. Health is the foundation of Dharma, Artha, Kama and Moksha. Then another text, Sushruta Samhita, credited to Sushruta, it focuses on surgery, Shalya Chikitsa, and describes over 120 surgical instruments and procedures. Next one, Dhanurveda or military science, derived from the Yajurveda. Dhanurveda is the art of warfare encompassing strategy, weaponry and ethics. Manusmriti discusses military codes of conduct, emphasizing ethical warfare. Last treatises like the Dhanurveda Samhita are reconstructed through references in Mahabharata and Ramayana. Dhanurveda Astra Vidya cha Yajurvede Pratishtitaha. Third one, Gandharva Veda, music and arts. Ascribed to Samaveda, Gandharva Veda explores music, dance and drama as a means of spiritual elevation. Key texts include Natya Shastra by Bharata, a comprehensive treatise on dramaturgy, music and aesthetics. Sangeetam Ayushyam Punyam Pavitram Paramam Shivam. Music is life-giving, meritorious, pure and supremely auspicious, which we heard when one of the participants explained, no? Rajalakshmi or some, I don't remember her name. The fourth one, Artha Shastra, statecraft and economics. Rooted in the Atharva Veda, Artha Shastra provides guidance on governance and economy. Kautilya's Artha Shastra, it is a seminal text on political science and administration, emphasizing pragmatism and prosperity. Praja Sukhe Sukham Rajnyaha Prajanam Cha Hite Hitam. The happiness of the people is the ruler's happiness, and their welfare is his welfare. It is ancient Indian administration, not now. The Vedangas, limbs of the Veda. The Vedangas serve as the limbs of the Vedas, facilitating their preservation and understanding. First, Siksha, phonetics. Siksha ensures the accurate pronunciation of Vedic mantras, essential for their efficacy. Paniniya Siksha and Taittiriya Pratishakya are primary texts in this field. Swarato Varnato Vapi Doshasya Jalpyate Yada Sadyah Patati Mantrasya Phalashacha Vinashyati. Even a minor error in tone or articulation destroys the efficacy of the mantra, which we know very well, Indra Shatru Vardaswa in Mahabhashya. Second one, Chandas or metrics. Chandas deals with the metrical structure of Vedic hymns, ensuring their rhythm and symmetry. Pingala's Chandas Shastra is the earliest treatise codifying various meters. Third, Vyakarana or grammar. Panini's Ashtadhyayi forms the cornerstone of Sanskrit grammar, enabling precise communication of Vedic ideas. Mahabhashya by Patanjali and Vartika by Katyayana further elucidate grammatical nuances. Shabdanusasanam Vyakaranam. The science of words is Vyakarana. Here I recollect Professor Veeranathan studied Kashika under Peri Suryanarayana Shastri, and he asked him how to study Vyakarana, whether to follow Siddhanta Kaumudi or Kashika. What are the advantages or disadvantages? Then Shastriji replied, Yadi Kashika Ritya Vyakaranam Adhyanam Kritam Ched Bhavati iti padasya siddhihi janmante athava janmantare bhavishyati. Then the fourth one, Nirukta etymology. Nirukta clarifies the meanings of obscure Vedic words and concepts. Yaska's Nirukta, the oldest treatise on etymology, serves as a key reference for interpreting Vedic texts. Fifth one, Kalpa or rituals. It prescribes the performance of rituals and sacrifices. Apastamba, Baudayana and the Katyayana Sutras are pivotal texts detailing Vedic rituals. Yatha vidhi vidiyuktam karma kriyate chet tena dharma siddhyati. When rituals are performed as prescribed in the Vedas, dharma is upheld. I am sorry to make this statement. Some politicians say that Sanatana Dharma is like a dengue and it should be eradicated. We have seen Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyaksha till Ravana. Sanatana Dharma was existing, is existing, will be existing. Nobody can eradicate Sanatana Dharma. Satyam Bruyat is a Sanatana Dharma. It is applicable to all, not only for Hindus or Brahmins or something. It is applicable, it is a universal concept. Satyam Bruyat, Priyam Bruyat. It is a universal concept for everybody, including the person who made that statement. Sixth, Jyotisha or astronomy. Jyotisha deals with timekeeping and astronomy, vital for determining auspicious times for rituals. The Jyotisha Vedanga attributed to Lagada is the earliest Indian text on astronomy. Kalohi sarvesham jivanam. Time is the essence of all existence. The Upavedas and Vedangas represent two sides of the same coin, practical application and intellectual preservation of the Vedic wisdom. Together they exemplify the Vedic principle, Sarvam Vedena Parigrihitam. All aspects of life are encompassed within the Vedas. Even today, the wisdom of these disciplines holds relevance. Ayurveda inspires holistic health care. Jyotisha offers insights into natural cycles. Kalpa sustains cultural identity through rituals. By integrating these systems, we can address modern challenges with ancient solutions. Swami Vivekananda aptly stated, the Vedas are the eternal truths revealed to great sages. It is our responsibility to study the Vedas, preserve them for posterity, and share these timeless insights with future generations. As I conclude, let us pledge to continue exploring these rich knowledge systems. The Upavedas and Vedangas are not mere academic subjects, but living traditions that guide us towards a harmonious life. Thank you, friends. Whether my paper has substance or not, it has brevity. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you very much, sir, for summing up the Shadangas and the four Vedas. I now request the President of the Sanskrit Academy, Dr. K. Srinivasan, sir, to propose the vote of thanks.
Ati Sarvatra Varjayet. So, 2 days of excess, and now we have come to the most auspicious and important wanted occasion of vote of thanks. But anyway, everything has got its own disadvantages and pitfalls too. Even I have to speak for a few minutes. I cannot just simply say thank you and let us meet together on next semester or on next occasion. Krishnan has beautifully summarized what the Upavedas and Shadangas are. He has given the crux, what these things stand for each other thing. Just I have to recollect just a few aspects of it. Say Vidyasthana, that is the most important concept. We have taken up. Kuppaswamy Shastri Research Institute is existing for more than, recently it has celebrated its 75th year. And a few years back we have celebrated that is Sanskrit Academy. I am the president of it, so I said we have celebrated the 90th year. And in 1927 we will be celebrating our centenary. It has started in 1927. when Avadi Congress was held by the Indian National Congress, the then Congress. And now, we have been doing in the field of serving in the field of Sanskrit, publishing books and teaching and taking Sanskrit to the different areas, plus holding seminars, etc., giving opportunity for research scholars and young teachers also to speak on, to what is called share their researches, to get an exposure and all these things. So this sort of interaction, Tadvidya Sambhashanam, that is what is said in the ancient Sanskrit text, Tadvidya Sambhashanam, meeting of the minds, that is the more important thing. So when we come interact with other people, we try to know, we are try to learn, we can know these things, what pitfalls are there, or what are the areas we are not working properly, we suffer. All those things we can learn and we can adjust. So this sort of seminars, etc., they act as one of the most important, what is called kindling factors. And now, regarding these Vidyasthana, the traditional Vidyasthanas are Angani Vedas, Chatvaro, Mimamsa, Nyaya Vistaraha, Puranam, Dharma Sastram Cha. All these things have got Dharma as their essential core area. Sarve Veda, Yatpada Mamananti, Tapamsi Sarvani Chedvadanti, like that. These Vidyasthanas have got Dharma as the core, Athado Dharma Jignasa, as stated in the Mimamsa Sutra. Dharma as the core areas. This is being explained beautifully in the Nyaya text also. What is the area of the Vidyasthanas, how they differ, etc. But the Upavedas, they don't directly present the Dharma, the core Dharma, but they help the establishment of Dharma. That is, by helping the people, by helping the country, by what is called establishing the country, they help how Dharma can be established, how Dharma can be sustained. So, if some subjects directly help Dharma, some subjects help in different way. For example, Kautilya also states all the what is called Arthasastra books have elaborated, Puranas also have elaborated Chakravarti Kshetra. That is the concept, essential concept, the most important concept. Chakravarti Kshetra, what should be the political unit of it? So Sapta Chakravarti, as we say, the Chakravarti Kshetra will be able to establish economic unity, economic prosperity, political stability and all those things. So they speak of Chakravarti Kshetra as the goal, and that they wanted to establish and how it can be expanded. So this is one of the important areas, that is the goal. And now in that area, Dharma will flourish properly, Dharma will flourish nicely. So these happen to be their goals. That goal was established by Arthasastra, and the health of that was established by what is called Ayurveda. And the entertainment, as has been said by what is called Mano Mokshe Nivesayet, that is aesthetics also. In fact, one of the important thing, the aesthetics, Rasanubhava, the Rasanubhava is not simply stated as the Rasanubhava. Rasanubhava is presented by Vishwanatha in his Sahitya Darpana as Brahmaswada Sahodaraha. So Rasanubhava is equated on par with. For example, in order to get Rasanubhava, what you require is Bhavana, and that Bhavana is one of the most important things for developing our meditation art. All these things are presented together, so they are not a divergent with or 180 degrees opposed to our goals. All of them, they go together. They supplement and complement. In this area, Ayurveda, Dhanurveda, Arthasastra and Gandharva, all these things contribute in the way to understand the Dharma. And we have to understand one more concept also. I have seen in one of the papers, that is, when we say that Arthasastra, Atharva Veda is the basis of Arthasastra, or Ayurveda is the basis of, Dhanurveda is what is called established in Yajurveda, etc. It does not mean Yajurveda is another Dhanurveda book, or Arthasastra, Atharva Veda is another Arthasastra books. Instead of studying Kautilya, we can study Atharva Veda. The ideas they emanate from. For example, I take one thing. There is one thing called Kshudra Chayana. there are two types of what is called building fire altars. One is Mahagni Chayana, which is dealt with in Sri Rudra in the 4th canto of Yajurveda, and Kshudra Chayanas are dealt with in Kataka. There are about 6 types of Chayanas: Arunaketu Chayana, Nachiketa Chayana, Savitra Chayana, all these things. These are called Kshudra Chayanas, or minor fire altars. These fire altars are constructed by means of pebbles, small pebbles, and the pebbles are also numbered nearly thousands. And when the pebbles are established, each pebble is invoked with a particular deity. There is one Chayana in which the pebbles are identified with the days, the nadikas or the tithis and the nadikas and the days and everything. For example, the famous, I think many of you might have heard, at the time of marriage, the Darsha, Drishta, Darshata, Viswarupa, Sudarsana, Apyayamana, Apyaya, Sundratera, Apuryamana, Purna, Purayanti, Paurnamasi. These 15 are the names of Krishna Paksha Tithis. So they are not number. Krishna Paksha Tithi, nowadays we call Prathama, Dvitiya, Tritiya, Chaturthi, etc. That is, we call them by 1, 2, 3, 4. But during Vedic times, these Tithis had their names: Darsha, Drishta, Darshata, Viswarupa, Sudarsana, Apyaya, like that. Each Tithi had a name. In the way, Shukla Paksha Tithis also had a name. And Prajnanam, Vijnanam, Janata, Vijanata, Sankalpamanam, Upaklaptam, Klaptam, Sire, Yovasi, that is, the Nadikas, etc. All these things are dealt with in Kataka. This is how each and every pebble is invoked, and they are named and they are established. They are presented. So, now Veda does not present you a calendar. Veda does not present you a Ganita, how to prepare a calendar, how to calculate all these things, but they give all these calendrical information. The calendrical information, that is, unless all these things are present during the Vedic times, how can we know that all these calendrical informations, the calendrical informations might have been present, the calendrical information must have been known to the people of those times. So when they read the Veda, when they hear the Veda, they will be able to understand it. So we say the astronomy, etc. are based on Vedas. That is, from Veda we can understand, Veda we can develop, etc. That does not mean Veda is another book on astronomy and astrology. But it is based on that. In this way, they have got their own relationship. So now when this 0, we say simply 0. Nowadays we understand 0 as a cipher, that is a circular mark. But this sort of circular mark was not present in those days. We don't find any inscription giving you cipher. It is only a dot, or it is only an understood something. For example, short A and short O in Tamil, in inscriptions and manuscripts, they would not have been marked at all, or they would have been marked only by a dot. Even Tolkappiyam says, Evum Vovum Pulli Perume. So an into mark, that is, a triangular mark would have been there for A, for O, and a dot inside. But how to place the dot? The dot has not been marked properly, dot has not been specified properly. Dot can be by left side, dot can be by right side, dot can be by inside, anything. So in this way, slowly this sort of problems were there. So we cannot understand modern script, and we cannot simply pass it on, the modern script in ancient language, and say it was present those days like that. When we say certain ideas are present, we have to see whether those ideas were present in the contemporary times, in the contemporary books, in the contemporary studies, in the contemporary knowledge, whether anybody used it. Was that knowledge available? Or simply we cannot transpose something available in 21st century in those days and say it was available like that. That will be an anachronism, and research is entirely a different art altogether. It may be a science, but it is an art of a science or science of an art, and it has its own parameters. It has to be understood in that particular context. It has to be viewed like that, and slowly by exposures alone we can learn it. It is not learnt by birth. It is learned by exposure, it is learned by studies, it is learned by hard knocks. So this sort of meeting with other people are very much necessary, and I thank you very much for all of you. First of all, I thank all the research scholars who have taken time to prepare their papers. Whatever may be the nature, they have prepared, they have taken time, they have prepared their paper, and they have come all the way and spent nearly totally 2 days here. At least we have taken some rest. We can go back home. But you research scholars have to, what is called in a different locality, you have to settle yourself and you have to, okay, 2 days, full 2 days you have spent your time. That's one of the most important thing. And I thank you very much for taking wholeheartedly in this yajna. And I thank your guides, your institutional heads, etc., for permitting you to come here and participate in this. So I thank you, all of you, for participating in this. And I thank all the session heads. Ramakrishna Sarodikal first is comes because Veda has to take its name. And O.R. Ramnath, O.R. Ramabhadran, and or Devanathan, and Dr. V. Kameshwari, and L. Kumaraswamy. All these people I thank, and Dr. J. KRISHNAN, my own good friend. I cannot say, now you are and my own good friend, and he is the head of the department of Pondicherry University, not simply a head of the department. He has got too many irons and too many fires in his hand, and involved in so many activities, association activities, union activities also, and very much because of that activity, he has devoted himself for the welfare of the students, their development, their growth, and how they have to be, how they can be helped. All their problems, attending to these things, that's more important thing, and he is just devoting all those things. I wholeheartedly thank all these session heads and valedictory lecturer and Dr. R.K. Raghavan, who has inaugurated, and Sri Annadur Vasudevacharya, who has condescended to come here to accept the award and made it present along with his friends and family members and everybody. I thank all these people, and I thank the faculty members and research scholars and staff members of KSRA Institute and Sanskrit College and all the other people who have involved in this, and I can go. And I thank the endowment makers also. The endowment makers have what is called created the endowments to spread the knowledge by conducting different endowments in different dates, etc. But we have made use of to conduct this is also a way of what is called conducting the seminars and spreading the knowledge, and endowment makers also. I can go on adding. Somewhere we have to stop, and I stop here. Thank you very much.
I don't receive any honorarium from anybody. So I got, no, I am not returning. I am donating it to Sanskrit Bharat.
Anyway, he has just forgotten to mention one. We are thankful to Sri Vishwanathan, who provided us with a good lunch on both days as well as snacks and tea. So we are thankful to him. And what is our take? இந்த 2 நாளில் எது நல்லா இருந்ததுன்னு சொல்லிட்டு நான் ஒன்று எழுதினேன், மீதியெல்லாம் மறந்து போச்சு. கதலி புஷ்ப சம்யுக்தா பலாண்டு மிஸ்ரிதா வடா சாயங்காலேச்ச யா போக்தா சுபாரஸ்யாச்ச சௌக்கியதா. அதுக்கு டாக்டர் காமேஸ்வரி இன்னொன்று பதில் கொடுத்தாங்க. சாயாபான சமேதாசா ததோஷ்ணாகி வடாபவே சாஸ்திர விசார வேலாயாம் அதீவ ருச்சிரா சதா அப்படின்னு ஒரு பதில் கொடுத்தாங்க. Now I think...
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. We'll be meeting again for another national seminar in February or March. We'll send you the invitations. And Adi Madhya, Mangaladini, Mangala Madhyani, Mangalantani.
Announce this, the Department of Sanskrit, Pondicherry University and Vedic Vidya Kendra, they are jointly organizing a 3-day international seminar on women in Vedas from 13th December to 15th December 24 at Vedic Vidya Kendra campus, Mathur Road, Ganapati Chettikulam, behind PIMS Hospital, Kalapet, Puducherry only. So he has given the forms and also the themes. There are many themes all connected with the women in our different forms of literature. So for further details, you can contact Dr. Krishnan or the research scholars from the department.
Thank you. So we'll end with a Mangala Shloka.
जीयात् संस्कृत सार्वभौम जयतात् श्रीकुप्पु स्वामी भुदो जीयात् संस्कृत मंडले च सततम् तन्नाम्नि संस्था तथा आमार्ताण्ड हिमाचलौ भुवि स्तुतौ या संस्थया धार्यते सेयं भारत संस्कृतिर्विजयतात् दद्यात् सदा मङ्गलम् सेयं भारत संस्कृतिर्विजयतात् दद्यात् सदा मङ्गलम्